keep busy. Greetings, Radagast favored. Ready to board my skiff? Jiangshi, it's up to you next.
But not for much longer!
Light them off first!
This doesn't look good. The survivors can't hold out much longer.
Lead the way, Zeph.
And murder. The Fallen turn every place they visit into a hell on earth.
Have they always been like this?
Yes. Apparently they excel at pillage and destruction rather than anything constructive.
This should be the last one.
Let's talk to their leader. I feel that the battle is...
Lightbearer. We've already told Radagast, Jiangshi Metro is fine. You greedy immortals can dream of controlling us all you want, but we won't bow down.
Whoa, whoa. We're not here to control you. We're here to help.
Stay with Mu Ying and get to safety!
Foolish child. We're fine, Wolf. It's Oyerla who needs help. There's a town hall past those gates. Lots of us are trapped there. Go!
I'll make sure they fail this time.
It's Iwela! Such finesse.
rolling out of here!
To think there still exist light bearers who aren't completely useless.
Is the battle over already?
We recaptured the town hall, but those wretched Fallen still have East Street under their control. My men are barely holding on. Guess I'll have to go it alone.
You still got me. It's my duty to fight too.
Hopefully your gun is more persuasive than your sense of duty. Follow me. We need to destroy it before it reaches the town hall.
It's trying to flee!
We can't let it escape. Fallen will pay for invading Jiangshi.
The servitor is being protected by its minions. Eliminate them first.
Iron Lords won't let this happen again. I swear it.
We need light bearers on the ground with us. Not empty promises again and again.
I'm here now, and I'm not leaving you until this is...
When your Lord Radagast promised his aid, we were expecting more than a single light bearer.
We can't guess at the Iron Lord's intentions. Wolf's here, and that's a start. Let's talk more about this someplace warmer. I knew Lord Radagast would not abandon us.
Save it. If he cares so much, then where is he? Spit it out. What does the good Lord want?
Ayuela! I apologize for her attitude. She's young and has a quick temper, but she didn't mean what she said.
Didn't I?
Let's hear the Lord's orders first.
Lord Radagast sent me to help restore Jiangshi Metro's global communications hub.
Actually, we have been trying to do that ourselves, but this terrible weather has made it nearly impossible. All we can do is sit by and watch as the Fallen plunder our remnants of the Golden Age. Not at first, but we haven't seen a clear day ever since the Fallen started attacking. And strangely enough, the storms seem to come with each Fallen attack. The lightning strikes our soldiers as if aiming at them. I'm starting to suspect the Fallen have found a way to control the weather.
Is that even possible?
I wouldn't rule it out. I've seen evidence of such technology existing during the Golden Age. We found the center of the storm nearby, and the closer you get, the stronger it gets. If the Fallen are indeed controlling the weather, it's our best shot at finding clues.
Then I'll go investigate.
Count me in.
No. I need you to stay and help me with the wounded. Too many were injured in that last attack. Unfortunately, there is little we can spare at the moment. Except a sparrow for you to ride.
Did Mu Ying ask you to stay at the base?
I'm not a nurse. I'm a soldier.
I thought you hate working with light bearers.
I do. But if you city folk get lost and stumble into a fallen base, Uncle Mu Ying is gonna have a hard time explaining it to that lord of yours. Fallen's camp is just up ahead. Let's proceed on foot from here.
Guess this isn't the first time you've snuck out?
I've just gone on a few unauthorized scouting missions, is all. Hostiles incoming! Not bad, Wolf. But let's not tuck those fangs away just yet. The enemies ahead pose a greater challenge. Watch out! Fallen spotted. That one looks like some sort of engineer. Hey, stop that!
Feel that drastic drop in air density? The storm must be centered around this building. Oh no. That fallen engineer locked the door.
Didn't think there were any doors that could stump you, Zev.
We aren't leaving completely empty-handed, though. Look what I found.
This is a fallen data chip?
Only one way to find out. You should take it back to Mu Ying, Wolf.
What about you?
Did you forget I snuck out? If I go back now, I'll be in for quite the earful. Don't worry. I'll be back before dinner.
Wu Ying, we found a fallen data chip near the center of the storm. Also, Yuela said she'll be back for dinner.
Not again. That kid never listens. She didn't give you any trouble, did she?
Actually, she was a big help. Whoever trained her did a good job.
Ayuela's a skilled warrior, but she seems to have something against Radagast.
She really looked up to the Lightbearers when she was young, believe it or not. But when Lord Radagast left, Jiangshi Metro was besieged. She took it especially hard, thinking Radagast and the Lightbearers had abandoned us. And I'm grateful that you are here with us. Now let me have a look at that fallen chip. Looks to be schematics for some large machine. Seems I was right. The Fallen modified this device to make it control the weather. But most of the information is written in Elixni script. Deciphering it will take some time.
Leave it to me. I know just who to take this to.
Are you sure? Elixni language is extremely complex. Their speech organs are completely different from our vocal cords, to say nothing of distinguishing frequencies and vocal tremors. To my knowledge, no human has been able to master it.
Don't worry. She has some natural advantages.
Wolf, I've sent the data to Kavar. Let's go talk to her.
I am glad to see you alive. Radagast favored, I have decoded the data chip. You may proceed to the storm.
Oh, that was quite efficient.
What did you find out?
Fulminator, machine you seek, unleashes storm.
Any way to turn it off?
Fulminator complex, even for the favored one. Managed by Slicer, Vanok, the Arclight. Many challenged Vanok result in specimen. Attack with the fire team, avoid same end. Many of your kind, lounging in bad old time, seeking adventures. Visit maybe favored one, find ally.
Let's go, Caber. Looks like today's gonna be the same old, same old. But...
Hey there. We hear there's a well-known light bearer around here looking for some adventure.
Wait, it's you! I know you! What's your name again?
I'm Wolf. This is Zev.
Right! Wolf, the new light bearer around Haven. I'm Caber and he's Shams. You look a little troubled? What's going on, friend? Well, you've come to the right light bearer. A hero's journey always requires a companion, and you found the best one.
Oh, come on, don't flatter yourself, Caber.
Self-promotion is a key skill. Anyway, how about it? Want to hear about my adventure?
Oh no, not again.
It was an exhilarating, thrilling adventure. A transport squad from Haven was surrounded by the Fallen outside the old city. As I just so happened to be passing through, I stepped forward and single-handedly faced thousands of enemies. A horde of bug-headed monsters swarmed, but my faithful companion, the Storm Shield, defended me. A barrier really is the perfect solution when facing attacks from afar, you know? with the roar of countless giant machines pouring in to stop me at all costs.
Actually, it was just a small group of them.
The Fallen's mechanical pseudo-gods were summoned. They charged in, boldly trying to force me into a corner. So I retaliated by shooting bolts of arc energy from my shield, blinding them and purging everything. But the vile creatures got desperate, and in their final struggle, they tried to take the skies for their last stand.
Some of them attack from the air. You get it, right?
They sounded their final rallying cry, gathering in the skies and launching a frenzied counterattack. It was a close call. I couldn't hide my true power any longer. The storm of arc bursts from my shield, pummeling them with unparalleled power.
Okay, that part I admit actually was truly impressive. You should have seen it.
At last, they were thoroughly thrashed, the transport team escaped safely, and I, the hero, smiled as the curtain fell. And that's how it went down. I gave those scavengers a wallop they won't forget. Of course, that's just one of my many feats.
Quite the tale, truly.
Actually, this was just the beginning of my grand journey. I came to Haven after that, looking for the greatest battlefield poet, wanting to prove that I'm worthy of her singing my praises.
Are you talking about...
Yup, the one and only. The great Lady Scoring, her iron poet.
I admire your courage. But how come I haven't heard any poems from Scory about you? Did you prove yourself worthy?
Well, yes, but that's a whole other story. A grand, spectacular, yet wild tale about the Iron Bar. Obviously, I have plenty more stories to share with you, Wolf. After I solve whatever your problem is. You won't regret it, pal.
Looking forward to seeing what you've got.
Where can we find more light bearers like you? When it comes to adventures, the more the merrier, after all.
Look no further, right here. The tavern, where all great journeys begin.
Considering that most light bearers are much more busy, you might need a middleman. That's where the traveling vendor Pandora 7 comes in. It's said that many light bearers are connected to her in one way or another.
That's right. It was Pandora who suggested we come to Haven.
You can probably find her at the bazaar, if she's still in the city, that is.
Don't be so quick to abandon our new friends, Shams. How about we go look for her together? Come on, I'll lead the way.
The Golden Age is long gone. You know, it requires a lot of care. Sometimes I just wish I could be by its side all the time.
Please, Gamer, that's just a flower.
All right. Let's see.
Always remember, all the most outlandish, most interesting things are here in Pandora's Trove. Is there anything I can help you with?
Actually, we aren't here to shop.
So this, Zev wants to get in contact with other light bearers through you? And make the most daring fire team in Seoul with us? I like the sound of it.
Yes.
You sure this is the right place?
Yes, it is, mis amigos. I've scoured every corner of this planet to find the treasures you see before you. And I would be most happy to introduce the light bearers I've met along the way. Mis amigos son tus amigos. You know? But contacting them, especially when they're scattered all across the planet, will take some time. Do you think you could do me a favor in the meantime?
I smell trouble.
That's rude, Wolf. What can I do for you, Pandora?
Have you ever noticed that the tree of light here in Haven only grows some shiny, tender leaves under specific lunar phases, humidity levels, and temperature? They're gone before you know it and very difficult to collect, making them the rarest of the rare among handicraft materials. Could you help me collect as many of them as possible while I help you contact more light bearers? Collecting handicrafts made from them works too. I'll trade you my treasures in return, and who knows, next time you bring me these leaves, you may run across some new friends.
I'll blast through whatever I have to.
Before heading to the fulminator, let's make sure our fire team has enough, well, firepower.
They won't stand a chance against us.
I'm liking the look of this fire team.
Lighting, thunder, more, now.
Surges within the blade.
The fulminator's gone, and it's blue skies for Jiangshi. All thanks to you, Wolf. We should return to Jiangshi Metro and see how things are there.
The weather suddenly reverted back to how it was before the Fallen's invasion. And that deadly lightning is gone too. I know this was your doing, Wolf.
You can't put a price on that, Sunshine, right? Any news on the communication hub?
The communications hub seems to have quite a few damaged parts. I've dispatched some of our guerrillas to search Jiangshi for relevant materials.
Anything we can do to help?
Most of Jiangshi Metro is still in Fallen hands. If you could help us clear them out, we could start rebuilding our home.
Leave it to us.
There's much to unearth, by force if necessary. Ready to tie up some loose ends.
your weapons ready, and your head down. Make every shot count. That was close, but you pulled it off. Times are tough. We need the help of light bearers like you now more than ever.
Well, you're not too shabby. I'll give you that.
It was a team effort.
True. Then we'll celebrate together.
I'm afraid it's not yet time to celebrate. Ikora Ray.
Wolf. What have you discovered?
A new threat lurking beneath the ice. Just beginning to surface. We cannot be complacent.
What kind of threat are we talking about?
A rift is growing. I've secured the coordinates.
They're starting to stir. There's no time left. Meet me in the Icefield Cavern, Wolf. I want you to see it with your own eyes.